Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am so glad you're here with me today. If you're ready for a fantastic story, you are in the exact right place. We're going to dive right into an amazing tale called The Wealth of Character, and we're going to learn all about what actually makes someone rich. Spoiler alert, it's probably not what you're thinking. Let's get right into it.
So, here's a question for you. Does having a lot of money make a person good? I want you to take a second and really think about that. If someone has a massive house, all the fanciest clothes, and literally endless toys, does that automatically mean they're a kind, good person on the inside? Hold on to your answers, young learners, because our story today is really going to put that to the test.
Part 1. Two different people. Picture a small, quiet village. In this village lived two guys who were practically total opposites. First up, we've got Ramu. He was a farmer. Now, Ramu didn't have much money at all, but he was incredibly hardworking, totally honest, and he just had a heart of gold. Then, on the flip side, we have the village landlord. He was super rich, but he had a really big problem, his attitude. He was incredibly arrogant. Because he had all this wealth, he actually looked down on the poor villagers, treated them like they were completely unimportant, and even made fun of them.
Part 2. The landlord's arrogance.
So, one day, this wealthy landlord calls Ramu over to work in his fields. Ramu, being the stand-up guy he is, puts in a full, totally exhausting day of honest hard work. He gave it his absolute all. But when the sun went down and it was time to get paid, the landlord did something just totally unfair. He straight up refused to give Ramu his proper, fair wages. He just decided, you know what? I'm keeping this money for myself.
When Ramu bravely stepped up and asked for the money he'd rightfully earned, the landlord just sneered at him. He said, "People like you are nothing in front of me. Be happy with what you got." Wow, can you even imagine someone saying something like that? It really shows you exactly how arrogant and unkind this landlord had become. All that money had just totally blinded him to basic respect.
But instead of yelling or losing his temper, Ramu stayed completely calm. He looked right back and said, "Master, wealth and position don't last forever. A person's true identity is in their good behavior." What a powerful moment. Ramu is dropping a massive lesson here. He's telling us that who you are on the inside, how you treat people, that's your real identity, not the cash in your pocket.
Now, you've got to wonder, will the landlord's arrogance last forever? Is he always going to be on top, just treating people terribly because he's rich? What do you think happens next? Let's find out.
Part 3. Terrible flood in the village.
Fast forward just a few months and disaster strikes. A massive, terrifying flood suddenly sweeps through the entire village. The water rose up so fast and so high that the rich landlord's fields and all of his giant storage warehouses completely sank underwater. Literally all of his wealth